What if I told you that some of the greatest minds in history came dangerously close to ending it all? Not with evil intentions, but in their passionate pursuit of knowledge. They unlocked forces that could have destroyed our world. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're counting down the 10 scientific inventions that could have ended the world, and the brilliant, but sometimes terrifying scientists behind them. For each one, we'll look at the invention, the scientist, and the apocalyptic scenario that could have played out. Let's get into it. Starting with number 10, the leaded gasoline engine. The scientist was Thomas Migley Jr., a man who ironically had a talent for creating disastrous inventions. In the 1920s, he discovered that adding lead to gasoline stopped car engines from knocking. The apocalypse scenario here wasn't a sudden boom, but a slow, silent killer. For decades, lead, a potent neurotoxin, was spewed into the air by every car on the road, causing widespread brain damage and increasing crime rates. If it had never been banned, it could have caused irreversible damage to human intelligence on a global scale. At number 9, the antimatter reactor. The concept was pioneered by theoretical physicist Paul Dirac, who first predicted antimatter. The idea is containing antimatter for energy, because when it contacts normal matter, they annihilate each other in a 100% efficient explosion. The apocalypse scenario is a simple containment failure. If a large-scale reactor lost its magnetic field, the matter-antimatter annihilation would be more powerful than any nuclear weapon. A single gram could produce a nuclear-level explosion. A major accident could vaporize a continent. Number 8, the super-pathogen. This involves multiple scientists working in gain-of-function research, where they intentionally enhance viruses to study their potential. The invention is a lab-created virus, made to be more contagious or deadly. The apocalyptic scenario is a lab leak. A genetically modified superflu escaping containment could trigger a pandemic with a mortality rate so high it could collapse global civilization. Number 7, the particle accelerator catastrophe. The scientist was Ernest Lawrence, inventor of the cyclotron, the granddaddy of machines like the Large Hadron Collider. The invention smashes particles together at near light speed. The apocalypse scenario. Before the LHC was turned on, some feared it could create a stable microscopic black hole that would fall to the center of the Earth and slowly consume the entire planet from the inside out. Thankfully, physicists have since proven this is impossible, but the fear was very real. Number 6, the Ice 9 incident. This one comes from fiction, but it's a perfect warning. The scientist was novelist Kurt Vonnegut, who was inspired by his brother Bernard, a real chemist. In his novel Cat's Cradle, Ice 9 is a fictional form of water that is solid at room temperature. Any water it touches freezes solid instantly. The apocalyptic scenario is simple. If a single crystal entered the natural water supply, it would chain react, freezing all rivers, lakes, and oceans solid, making life on Earth impossible. Number 5, the cobalt bomb. The scientist was physicist Leo Szilard. The invention is a theoretical doomsday device, a nuclear bomb surrounded by cobalt. When it explodes, the cobalt becomes radioactive cobalt-60. The apocalypse scenario is the purpose of the bomb: to make the entire planet uninhabitable. The explosion would spread deadly radioactive dust across the globe, causing a nuclear winter and poisoning the Earth for decades, ensuring no one survives. Number 4, the super colony. The scientist here is biologist E.O. Wilson, who studied ants. The invention isn't a machine, but the understanding of how to create a single, unified global colony of an species. The apocalyptic scenario involves an invasive species, like the Argentine ant, which has already formed massive supercolonies across continents. If a single hyper-aggressive colony adapted to every climate, it could outcompete and eradicate virtually all other insects, collapsing food webs and causing ecosystems to fail worldwide, leading to mass starvation. Now, before the top 3, please click on like and subscription button to support my small channel, thanks. And this is where it gets really serious. Number 3, the nuclear chain reaction. The scientist was Enrico Fermi, the architect of the first nuclear reactor. In 1942, he built Chicago Pile 1 under a football stadium. The apocalypse scenario was a genuine fear among the team. They worried that the nuclear chain reaction could become self-sustaining in the atmosphere. They calculated the risk that splitting atoms could set the nitrogen in the air on fire, burning up the entire planet's surface. They thought the risk was small, but they proceeded anyway. A gamble with all of humanity. Number 2, the Tesla earthquake machine. The scientist was the brilliant and eccentric Nikola Tesla. The invention was a small mechanical oscillator that Tesla claimed could generate precise vibrations. The story goes that he attached it to a beam in his lab and nearly shook the building down. The apocalypse scenario? Tesla theorized that if he could find the Earth's resonant frequency, he could split the planet in half with a powerful vibration. While almost certainly impossible, the legend of a planet-destroying machine is terrifying. And finally, number 1, the atomic bomb. The scientist was J. Robert Oppenheimer and the Manhattan Project team. This is the only invention on our list that has actually brought us to the brink. The apocalypse scenario is mutually assured destruction. During the Cold War, a single miscommunication or false radar signal could have triggered a full-scale nuclear war, launching thousands of warheads. This would cause a nuclear winter, a global cloud blocking out the sun, leading to mass extinction and the collapse of human civilization. This threat is not just history. It's still very real today. Oppenheimer himself said it upon seeing the first explosion. "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." So from slow poisons to instant planetary destruction, these inventions show the double-edged sword of scientific progress. It forces us to ask, just because we can do something, does it mean we should? The responsibility lies with us to ensure that our greatest creations don't become our last. What do you think? Which of these do you find the most frightening? Please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more support to enable me make better videos. Thanks for watching.